Okay, family, we're back. Hunting the signs for the escape of the bride. We're here on Stellarium. Today, what we're going to do is Escape of the Bride Decode, the crowning of the bride and the bridegroom. We're going to be jumping around a couple different things to show these signs in the heavens. The first thing that we're looking at here is the Golden Gate. We have Mercury, Mars, Iris, Psyche, the Sun, and asteroid Wade are all right here in the Golden Gate. And on the last video, for those of you who haven't seen the first couple videos in this series, it's best to go back and start from Escape of the Bride Part 1. We're doing a full decode on the wedding signs in heaven that started on the equinox this year. And for those of you who haven't seen my previous videos, the signs that I found for the wedding this year, they don't happen in any of the following years. The closest thing I could find was 2028, but it doesn't even come close to matching all the signs that we see this year for the wedding in the Mazzaroth. So what my focus is this year is all of the wedding signs. And what we're going to do is we're going to finish off with what we didn't complete on the last video. There's a couple more details that we want to get out of this sign with Wade and the Sun, and then we're going to move on to the next sign. The beautiful thing is these two signs that I'm going to be showing you today, they happened on the exact same day, and it's very powerful star language, so hopefully you enjoy this presentation. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to scroll into asteroid Wade. Forgive me, family, if I sound a little off. I'm still not doing so well, but I need to get this out to the body, so hopefully you can put up with me being a little bit under the weather. But here we are at the temple, Sagittarius, and let's time stamps. We're on the 26th of December 2023 at 1 p.m. and we can see that the Sun has not crossed the line and Wade is directly on the other side. And excuse me, in the last video we saw how Wade takes exactly a day from 6 p.m. Let's go ahead and just watch that again really quick. So we can see here, Wade goes behind 6 p.m. on the 26th. And then excuse me, family. And then it exits exactly at 6 p.m. on the 27th. And based on the codes for Wade, we have Coronation and white robes and Sagittarius, and salvation is coming. So these codes were very, very strong language. And because this, let's scroll back really quick so you can see that this where this happened, we can just start again where we were at 1 o'clock. You can see how the sun is about to align with the temple. Let's scroll out a little bit so you can see that. So we can see here's the temple in Sagittarius, and then we have the line that all the planets cross over right here. So when the planets hit this line, and it's in alignment with the temple, there can be many things. If you're familiar with my videos from Kaddish culture in 2019, you'll also realize that this bow here, the bow, and then this can be seen as an arc or a boat. And if you see that as a boat, then this line here would be the top of the boat, or the deck of the boat. And if you go back to my video, it's December the 5th, 2019, you'll see how the sun and the moon aligned right here with Jupiter on the deck of the boat. And this was a very, very powerful sign to me. I've been watching these mazzaroth signs for a very long time, and I've learned how to decode a lot of this language using mazzaroth studies from hundreds of different watchmen, and then also using gematria to go deeper into the numerical codes that exist within names. So when they name these things, there are numerical values, and you can go into those numerical values and look at the equations to other words and statements and names, and that allows you to see the equations. And in a lot of cases, there's deep language that can be drawn from these numerical values. And so that's all we're pulling it for, is to use as edification for the story, to get a deeper understanding. So Wade equating to coronation here with the sun at the temple was really strong language. It also is a very important day, because we see right here, we see Mars is on the same day aligning with Ophiuchus. We can see Ophiuchus here, the snake bearer. Mars is aligning directly with the snake bearer, and we have more strong language, because if we go over to the moon, then remember on the same day we saw the Metis moon alignment. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and scroll back to that. And we can see here that Metis and the moon align at 8 a.m. So here we are, Metis is gone. We'll go back. There's Metis. So you can see Metis at 7 is just outside. Metis at 8 is behind the moon. And when you look at the codes for Metis, you get Corona. And what we didn't finish in the last video is looking at these codes that are associated with Metis. So on the same exact day that the sun has its coronation, the moon also equates to corona because of metis. So we have metis that equals the wedding. Metis also equals corona. Metis equals blessed, and metis equals woman. Asteroid Metis equals celestial queen. Christmas time, Star of Bethlehem. I mean, these are all speaking of our wedding story. And so we see a coronation of the sun and a corona of the moon. And to me, this was the crowning of the bride and the bridegroom, because we see at the same time that the moon is being crowned, we see Vesta, or the virgins, are right there. And exactly at the we'll go back over to the sun, and we're going to see how the sun has Mercury as Mars, Mercury, Psyche, Iris. There are multiple witnesses of this nation. They're all in the Golden Gate, and that to me was more witnesses of this coronation. And so we have a deeper study going on here. Also, let's go ahead and pull back up Wade. And if we pull up Wade, we can see here Wade is 4, 7, 10. 4, 7, 10, Wade. So I pulled up the Strongs, and 4710 in Greek is haste, or diligence, speed, haste, diligence, earnestness, enthusiasm. And I saw, excuse me, these associated scriptures. This one's Mark 6:25. She came in a hurry to the king, or straightway with haste unto the king. And all of these things, it just spoke to me when I was looking through all the associated scriptures and what we're looking for here. And then I went back to the Strong's Hebrew, and this one was wonderful. This one, we're going to see 4710 Hebrew is hidden treasure, or treasure. And this one was really, really great. It's Obadiah. It searched out how are his hidden things. Esau searched his hidden, and these hidden treasures searched. And that's what we're all doing, that are looking for this this day, is we're looking for hidden treasures. And these Strongs really brought out this Wade coronation of the sun. And we see that we have the sun and the moon being crowned on the exact same day, and it's on the exact same day that Mars aligns with Ophiuchus. And we know that from the last video, where we look at Mars, our watch window now is from the exit of Mars from Ophiuchus until Mars enters the temple on January the 11th, which is the day that I have calculated as day 1 of Hanukkah, based on the sun, moon, and stars.